This right here is the Redmi Note 11, the newest phone in the Redmi Note lineup. And while it seems pretty good on paper, a lot of you guys have been asking us to compare it with its arch nemesis, the Realme 9i. And well, that's what this video is all about. In today's video, we'll be comparing two of the most sought after budget devices under Rs 15,000 to see which one makes more sense for you. This is one from GTR, and without wasting any time, let's just jump right into it. Alright, so first things first, let's talk about the design here. The Realme 9i has a quite premium feel. Now, although plastic, it definitely looks good and it's quite similar to the GT Neo 2 with that camera module. The symmetric lines on the back also look good. In comparison, the Redmi Note 11 has a solid build quality but looks kinda boring. Now the back here and the frame is plastic and polycarbonate and follows the traditional design language of the Redmi lineup. Now in terms of weight, the Redmi Note 11 weighs in at just 179 grams and is also lighter in comparison. Both the phones have the power button that doubles up as a fingerprint scanner, and to be honest, they both work pretty good. Now in the Realme 9i, the camera bump is noticeable when compared to the Redmi Note 11. Now in terms of protection, the Redmi Note 11 comes with Gorilla Glass 3 front protection as well as an IP53 rating for dust and splash protection, while the Realme 9i comes with a Dragon Trail Pro glass protection but no IP rating. So yeah, it's quite clear that if you want a phone that you want, well, something that you can flaunt about, the Realme 9i is your pick. But if you want a phone that feels a bit more practical, a little bit lighter, and is obviously built a bit better, then the Redmi Note 11 is definitely the phone to go with. Now in terms of connectivity, they are both 4G devices and both the phones have a 2+1 SIM card slot, and they both feature 3.5mm headphone jack as well. Now the Redmi Note 11 also has the IR blaster at the top, which gives it a slight advantage over the Realme 9i. Though, to be honest, by that logic, every Redmi device has that kind of a advantage. So yeah, moving along, let's talk about the displays. Now the Redmi Note 11 sports a 6.43-inch Full HD Plus 90Hz AMOLED panel, while on the Realme 9i you get a 6.6-inch Full HD Plus 90Hz IPS LCD panel. In terms of peak brightness, the Redmi Note 11 can go all the way up to 1000 nits, while the Realme 9i is tapped at just 480 nits. Now yes, both the displays support wideband L1 certification and Netflix and Prime Video works flawlessly on both of them with no support for HDR however. But it's quite evident that the Redmi Note 11 has the clear advantage here in terms of the display. Now sure, you can say that LCDs are a little bit more color accurate, and while that is still true in this case as well, the Redmi Note 11's display is by far superior as compared to the 9i. Now the AMOLED panel is brighter, is richer in color, can be used easily outdoors, and yeah, the overall contrast and the deep black levels really make the Redmi Note 11's display stand out. Now, I'm not saying that the 9i has a bad display. In fact, it's great for content consumption because it is a tad bit bigger as well. But yeah, at the end of the day, if I had to pick between these two, the Note 11 definitely gets my vote here. Alright, so next up, let's talk about the cameras. The Realme 9i has a 50MP primary sensor, a 2MP macro sensor, and a 2MP depth sensor. Up front, you get a 16MP selfie shooter. On the other hand, the Redmi Note 11 has a 50MP primary sensor, an 8MP ultrawide sensor, and a pair of those 2MP macro and depth sensors. Up front, you get the 13MP selfie shooter. Now, the fact that the Realme 9i skims out on an ultrawide sensor is in itself a big disadvantage. I mean, I pointed this out in my review of the Realme 9i itself. The fact that the company is ditching that ultrawide sensor does not really sit well with me. I understand they're targeting a specific market, but still, ultrawide sensor is something that should have been here. Now, as for comparison of the 9i and the Note 11's cameras, in the daylight shots, the Realme 9i aces. It has better details, especially in the dark areas of the images. The 9i also has a better HDR compared to the Note 11. It's pretty balanced output, whereas the Note 11 more or less is just not able to capture it. Now in some rare shots such as these, you might get a great shot on the Note 11, but mostly it's the Realme 9i that comes out on top. Now the details and white balance were also better on the Realme 9i. The Note 11 in comparison falls a bit short. The Realme 9i has better color reproduction and exposure management in most of the shots. One thing to note however is that the 9i produces shots with a more cooler tone, while the Note 11 produces comparatively normal or neutral tones. Now in low light shots, I did like the shots produced by the Note 11, but it's not like they're superior by any margin. Now, some of the shots had low noise ratio compared to others, while in some, the accuracy and the warmth of the shot was better captured in Note 11. In terms of videos, they're both capped at 1080p 30 fps. On the whole, I would say that despite missing out on the ultra-wide sensor, the Realme 9i does have a better camera performance. Now, I'm not saying that the Note 11 has a very bad camera performance or something like that. It's still comparable, but yeah, in comparison, I think I would pick the 9i at least right now. Moving along in terms of performance, the Realme 9i and Redmi Note 11 both sport the Snapdragon 680 processor. They both have the same UFS 2.2 storage and they're both available in 4 or 6GB RAM variant. Now in terms of gaming, you can run BGM and Call of Duty at medium settings on both the phones and the games will run mostly with no issues. However, it is advisable not to game on these devices for long hours. They are just not gaming phones. Now, just to be clear, in terms of heating, it's not like you'll face any major heating issues on either of the devices, but yeah, for extended sessions, there will be some level of throttling that you can notice. Other than that, for everyday usage, both the phones work really good. Now, while the hardware is same, the differentiating factor here comes in the form of the software. Interestingly, they're both based on Android 11, which is a bummer. But other than that, the performance and the overall features and everything else on both devices is pretty similar. The good part here is that while they both come with bloatware, they are all easily uninstallable, so no issues there. Now, in terms of stability, the 9i worked flawlessly right out of the box, while with the Note 11, we did face some issues here and there. Lastly, there's the battery. Now, both the phones come with a 5000 mAh battery and both the phones have a 33-watt fast charger inside. In terms of battery life, they both can last 2 days if you really want to push them, but otherwise they can both last 1.5 days of heavy usage. So no complaints on either end, especially in terms of the battery segment. Bottom line, which phone to pick? I think you can simplify this very easily. If you want a device that's flauntable and has a better camera, the Realme 9i is your pick. If you don't really care about the design or basically something that you don't really want to flaunt about but still looks decent enough, feels good in the hand, works well, and has scope for improvement, and obviously has an AMOLED panel that's easily one of the best AMOLED panels under Rs 15,000, the Redmi Note 11 is the device to go with. Now, if you guys ask me personally, like, hey Varun, which device would you pick between these two? It's a tough call because I do click a lot of photos, but I think I would slightly lean towards the Redmi Note 11 simply because of that display. Because see, I can compromise a little bit on the camera quality when we're talking in this price segment, but that AMOLED panel, easily the most recommendable feature of the device. I'll be very clear, if I'm recommending the Redmi Note 11 over the Realme 9i, it's primarily because of that display. That's it. And well, that was it. As always, you can find the buying links down there in the description box. Make sure if you're interested in buying, use those links because it helps us quite a lot. Also, if you found this video helpful, well, a subscription to the channel would be amazing, and make sure to give us a thumbs up as well because it really helps with YouTube's algorithm. Till then, this is Juan from Guiding Tech Reviews, and I'll see you in the next one.